So welcome back to the next session of games today. This is the 2024 edition of the World Bowls Indoor Singles. So thanks for joining us. Today's game, or this afternoon's game, is Malta versus USA. Looking forward to another close matchup. So Malta is Connie Rixon and Mary Thompson, USA. Connie has gone really well so far. Three wins out of her 4.
That one is holding your one arm.
So looking forward to a good game here. Malta is top of their group, 3 wins out of 4, and Mary Thompson looking to register a win, but had some decent games. So she could be putting Malta under some pressure here. It's a tight group in this section 2, with Guernsey also on 3 wins and Scotland also on 3 wins. So into the rabbit hutch today. It's still warm, but I've got Hazel from World Bowls. So welcome, Hazel.
Thank you very much. Looking forward to being here, and yeah, seeing it all from a different angle.
So if you anyone who's watching, if you can just let them know what your official title is.
So I'm a director of World Bowls, and I'm representing World Bowls at this event, which is amazing so far, and so many countries and people here. So it's a real lovely opportunity, and to promote World Bowls.
So director on World Bowls, do you have a specific area that you cover?
At the moment, with my fellow director Sue Beat, we cover European area.
So just for the viewers, just to give the formalities out the way. Malta USA. Malta is in the red stickers. USA have got the blue stickers. The bowls are a similar colour, but hopefully you can make out the different coloured stickers. So also at the same time we will have other Group 2 matches. So we've got Guernsey, who started a bit earlier. They do go on at the same session, but it's a rolling schedule, so when the previous game finishes, it goes straight on. So Guernsey against Hong Kong, and that's a lovely wood in from Mary from USA. So Guernsey took the first set 8-5. They're 3-2 down in the second, so very close match. And also over on rink 5, we've got Julie Forrest against Keiko Kurihara from Japan. Julie took the first set 7-6, but is 6-2 down in the second. So this Malta is on the 3 wins. And that's 2 for USA on that first end. So, and my colleague upstairs has done that. That's brilliant. Saves me having to fill that one out. So yeah, at the top of that is Malta, Jersey and Scotland. So all of them, or either of them, need to win to guarantee being top. Jersey could catch Malta, although Malta have better set points, so they might stay top of the group still, even if they lose. Jersey and Scotland, though, much closer, half a set between them, and they're both on the same amount of wins. So those two definitely need to win to stay in it.
Interesting finish to the group, actually.
Yeah, always good to have a really tight finish.
Yeah. Yes.
And Lindsay from Jersey is playing Hong Kong, China. Sorry. So Hong Kong, China, if they win, they could get to 3 wins himself. And set-wise, that would just put him in with a little hunt of going up a place. So they've got a lot to play for as well.
Are all the sectional draws being done later on?
So, yep, after the last group games are finished of these, then the winners and runner-up will be worked out. The format is the top, the winner from each group will go through to a quarter-final, and I know there's 5, so it'll be 4, and then one of them will play one of the other winners. And then the 5 runners-up, one will be a lucky runner-up that will go straight to the quarterfinals. The other 4 are, well, unlucky losers, if you want to call it that, but they'll play off to eliminate 2 of them to have 2 go through to the quarterfinals. So benefit of winning the group, you go straight to the quarterfinal. If you're a runner-up, you might just be lucky to be straight in the quarterfinal, but more likely to have to play a playoff.
That sounds great. So are the playoffs tomorrow morning?
So playoffs start tomorrow. Yes, it'll be. Now you're testing me. I've got to try and think what it is. It'll be mixed pairs in the morning. So from 8:30, there'll be the mixed pairs knockout for those ones who've got to play that extra round, and then the ladies and gents will have their knockouts at 10:15, but rolling straight on, so roughly 10:15, and then roughly 12 o'clock it'll be the mixed pairs quarterfinals, and then rolling through to the men's and ladies quarterfinals. They'll be mixed up. Each session will be so 1:45, roughly 3:15. There'll be 2 more sessions of men's and ladies, sort of 2 rinks of each going along.
Maybe another great day of bowls tomorrow, won't it?
It will. It's been a feast of bowls this week.
Yep.
So if you're watching online and you're in Guernsey, I'd encourage you to come down, see the players in the flesh. It's good to see them on screen, but much better to come down and see them in real life, see the atmosphere, and actually be part of the atmosphere. So well played again from Mary. Just stopped on the backwards. Not quite sure if that's shot or not. Certainly close for it. see if Connie can draw this one.
I think there's quite a lot of room to draw in if she can do it.
Yeah, there's enough room to get in.
Yeah.
The rinks are playing well, so no sort of tricks. So you can play all the shots. So if the draw's the right shot, you can just do it. Sounds easy. Still got to be done.
Unfortunately, she's gone to the short pack.
Yeah, not quite there. So it's down to the two at the back. So we'll see if Mary did get shot,
Umpire.
or if they're going to call the umpire.
Yeah, I think they were thinking about that. Yes, they did.
So this is Alan Thornhill. He's chief umpy. He's one of the ITOs, but I describe him as he leads the ITOs. He's on the laws committee. He helps set the tests that the ITOs will do. So you do your normal umpire course when you're in your home nation, whether it's a county or a national or whatever, and then you can become even an international umpire. And then if you're at that stage, then you can apply to be an international technical official. They're here, 4 of them here representing World Bowls. So they're sort of in umpire terms the level of the players that you're seeing. So it's good to have the very top here. So Hazel, how long have you been on the World Bowls board?
Since 2019. So it was appointed after the Atlantic Championships, which was held in Wales that year. And enjoying it and a different experience. It's great.
Yeah, so 5 years. So you've seen a few little changes, I suppose.
Yes, and lots of changes at the moment, and very positive and moves forward in the game.
So that's 1 to Malta. So let's see what her preferred length is. I think she'll go a bit shorter. A little shorter, but not too short. So that's really good lead bowls. Connie's got 2 right on it, but Mary 1 just behind, and 1 little further behind, but useful receiver. I fancy Mary to have a little trundle at this. Certainly in a tight line, so that implies she's going for it. A bit wide of the target. So for social media, obviously this is going out on the Will Bowls Facebook Live, Will Bowls YouTube, and also the Guernsey Indoor Bowling YouTube. So how has this changed much? Because I know it's come online more recently, but was it on social media or streaming when you started?
Not at all, not as much as this. I think this is amazing because every time I go on Facebook, it's coming up with bowls, and it's such fantastic coverage and promoting the sport. I haven't been on the YouTube yet, but I've noticed from some of the figures that Josh showed us earlier that the viewings have been fantastic numbers. So I think it's great.
Yeah, it's good for people around the world. In the old days, it was at the end of the day a phone call home,
Yeah.
and then mobiles you could text and then an email and whatever. But yeah, to be able to not only just catch up with scores, but be able to see the games going on, I think nowadays is brilliant.
Yeah, and I think it's the future to go and get people interested, and you can watch it at all sort of hours where you are in the world. There'll be something on for you because of the time differences, etc., etc.
Yes, a bit tongue-in-cheek, but we have had a comment from Australia that we're keeping them up because we keep putting the bowls on, so they're not getting much sleep this week.
That's good, it's fine, so it's interesting. But as I said, I feel like I'm in the hub, in some sort of zone, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 television screens, and it's bowls and scores, so it's amazing.
So Mary's chosen to go the other hand this time. Still having a little run at it. A little bit tighter. And that wasn't our sound effects for a wood that missed. That was somebody outside.
It's really difficult to judge because those bowls were tight in the head there, so it's quite a difficult shot to play anyway, and to then change your hand.
Yeah, exactly. So 2 to Malta to make it 3-2 after 3 ends. So good tight start. So I'll just run you through the other games because we are at different stages. Some started earlier. This one's just had a couple of slower games on just before. So on rink 1, Botswana, Jamaica. Jamaica took for the ladies. Jamaica took the first at 8-4. Botswana 2-1 up in this set. On rink 3 next door, Macau, China against France. France took the first set 10-2. So Cindy playing well there, and also 1-0 up in the second set. On rink 4, so this was a bit of a grudge game. I say grudge, but important for those players. Jersey, Hong Kong. So Jersey took the first set 8-5. Hong Kong second set 6-2. And Jersey took the tie-break 1-0. And what have we got over on rink 5? Japan against Julie Forrest, the defending champion, but Scotland. So Julie took the first set 7-6, and Japan are 8-6 up. Another 1 end left, so that's a good finish there. And over on rink 6, Taylor Bruce from New Zealand against Canada. Canada took the first set 6-5, and Taylor's New Zealand are 1-0 up in the second set.
front.
So Connie right on it again with the red stickers, but Mary's put a good second in there. So event-wise, Hazel, I think, is it a new, I'm trying to think if it was over 55s, over 60s, but a senior European competition that's going on now, outdoors? Or is that run on by the European bowls?
The senior fours is run by Cyprus.
The senior fours, that
So
was the one,
it's-
okay.
Yeah, so that's in December. And yes, Cyprus win that, so run that one. The European Championships are in September, beginning of September this year. So I think it's the last call for entries. I think an email's gone out this morning for entries for that.
Well, I didn't know that, but clairvoyant. So if you haven't got your entries in, make sure you do for any member nations that are out there. So it's
Calling from Umpire again on the...
yeah. So one shot conceded, an umpire for the second one. While the umpire's measuring, we're also looking across, just trying to keep an eye on all the rinks really, because Jersey, as we said, beat Hong Kong on the tie break, so they're on 4 wins, and I make that 6 sets. Julie Forrest she was down, but she's literally picked up a 2 to win that one, 1.5 to a half. So that I think that puts her in 6 sets as well. So I don't know what well, I could check, but I haven't got enough fingers to do that while we're also commentating. So that is going to go down to shot difference in that set. I don't know who's going to get there, because there was only 4 shots difference before they started.
Exciting finish to that group.
Yeah. So if you want to know that, it'll be updated later on, but if you go to the Will Bowls website and go onto the match centre, you'll be able to see what that final result is. when the card's confirmed and entered onto the system. So the measure went to USA, so it was only 1 to Malta. So it's now 4-2 over on rink 2.
Great start.
Yeah,
That's
lovely
great ball.
start. She certainly played consistently. Now, like a few of the players, their home country may have been somewhere for a while, but Connie lives in Australia now, but represents Malta, so she does benefit from a good system in Australia. They certainly produce a number of top-end bowlers. One of the biggest, well, if not the biggest nation in the world to play bowls.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the Malta team do the same. So their bowling is, yeah, very good.
And if you go away and learn from the best, you get in the best coaching systems. It's got to be beneficial for your game.
Yes, and you're playing against the best, and it's that consistent practice and testing against the best players. Another great bowl here.
Looks like Mary's just tightened it down to have a little dig at it. Well, maybe, not sure if it was the weight that she needed or if she was truly trying to draw it. Either way, just finished a little bit under.
Slightly tight on the line on that one.
Yeah, I wonder if she was trying to tuck it away.
Yeah, maybe.
But probably played a bit more weight than she intended, because if she got the jack with that, probably going further than she wanted.
Mary got it this time. It's close.
Good try, Mary. Nestled up for second wood. It's a really good effort. Gives you something to work with as well. So, a bit risky from Connie. Probably looking to just sit Mary's wood away for 3. But with that weight, if she got the jack, you can see she went past Mary's wood at the back, so probably would have knocked the jack enough to make that back one shot. As it happens, she's got best back, so she's got second prize, because I think Mary would have been down to that. and she's still got the opportunity to, because she splits between her own. She'll squeeze the jack a bit sideways. She's got one waiting on the side.
Right.
Well, good effort by Mary. She elected not to go the backhand, stayed on the forehand, but the trail was still worth a few. Target, I think, was very slightly smaller on the backhand, on the forehand, sorry. But she played there already, so she was comfortable. So that's going to be another 1 to Malta. So Malta will be 5-2 after 5 ends. Might be more like a 3/4 this time. Yeah, so similar to what she played last time. I know that because I haven't had to move the camera, just leave it in the same place. So that's it's been consistent.
I wondered how you were so accurate on that. Fair play.
Tricks of the trade. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Giving it all away.
Just run through a bit there.
Yeah, by the standard she's played, that's
Yep.
a loose start.
For that first bowl, yes.
Yeah, but I mean, most of us will be happy to start with that, and then knowing you'll generally be a bit closer. But the way she's played so far, she's been right on it. Well played, Mary. So before not being given much room, and Mary not quite on it this time. Loose's start, and Mary's capitalised. So we hope you've been enjoying the streaming. We've been online all week this week so far. So the group stage is 7 sessions a day, and then we got knockouts tomorrow and Saturday. Have a quick look at the watch to check what day it actually is. Being in here so much, start to lose track a bit. We live stream every session, so hopefully you've appreciated. We haven't just managed to do the or will manage to do the semis and finals. Well, you've been able to see a lot more, and it's allowed us to bring a much wider variety of countries onto your screens.
I think the coverage has been amazing, really. As you say, every country has been represented by the live streaming, and they can be looked back on if they missed it.
One done.
So I got a question about the USA men's player. I'm trying to think if we have shown him. I think we've shown pretty much every country, whether it's every single player. I'm not sure if he hasn't been on, whether he will be on anymore. Ah, there you go. So session 6 today. He's going to be on rink 5, so that is we're going to be streaming that one. So probably in I would say 2.5 hours,
One ball behind.
roughly. In fact, that one's running earlier, so it might be a couple of hours away. So, yeah, you should be able to catch USA then. So that'll be Australia versus USA. The only slight caveat is if a rink is running really behind time, they sometimes have the option to move a session. So if it looks like they're running on time, so I don't think that rink 5 will move, but it might mean a rink 2 might move. So yeah, I think Australia versus USA will stay on. That's certainly the intention from in our little rabbit hutch. So as far as we know, that's what we'll be doing.
I think Malta a shot and Mary's playing for the shot. She got it. Oh,
So close. The little trail there would have evened up the set. So another one conceded from Malta. Just ticking down the ends in the set. Now leading 6-2. So Mary needing a big score, full house to tie the set. Very difficult. You do see them, but not very often. So don't rule it out, but don't bank on it. So it's going to be interesting later on. We've got the local media, ITV. They're coming down to do their evening show from here. So they'll be wandering around with cameras. I'm sure all the players will be really happy with that. But I think even more so is for the final stages. So the BBC Radio are they're coming down for tomorrow morning, but it's not just to do an interview or whatever. It's to do the whole breakfast show, and Josh was really enthusiastic about accepting that. And then when they said no, they've got to do the whole show, not just an interview, he sort of started to realise what was involved, because not only do they start broadcasting at 6 o'clock, but they've got to set up. So he'll be down from 5:30 tomorrow morning. So if we thought we had early mornings before then, well, Josh, thanks for taking it for the team. You're on at 5:30 in the morning. So I think if he's on streaming in the afternoon, he'll be yawning a bit.
I think it's great the media have taken so much interest, to be honest, and they were here today doing interviews with a lot of the players as well. So I'm sure that'll be broadcast either as part of that programme or tonight's programme as well.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's World Bowls. It's a big event, so they certainly appreciate that it's on. The whole island is sort of taking it on board, I think, which is good.
And I think a lot of people haven't been to Guernsey before, so it's a showcase of Guernsey and what a wonderful island it is.
Yeah, so was it yesterday or today you arrived?
I was on yesterday.
It was yesterday.
So I had a bit of a tour yesterday with Gary Collins, and it was amazing. I can't believe that the island is so small. The tour took an hour and I saw most of it. But it was lovely, and the most amazing sunset last night.
Oh, good. Well, on day one, when the umpires were here, they went out for a tour, but they were more trying to find one thing, and I think they did about 40 miles, which, if you know Guernsey, that's a long way up and down little lanes. So they certainly had a trek. I lent them my electric vehicle, and even though it had 100 miles left, they were probably worried they were going to run out.
Oh no. I think Gary took me just around the outside of the island, so to all the sort of little bays and rocks and things like that. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's for me personally. When I was younger, you live somewhere you don't always appreciate what you've got.
Yeah.
But when we started to have friends from the UK and that stay with us, and they sort of said how nice it was, and you sort of appreciate it. And we actually started to do our own. Well, we called them tourist days, and visited the local attractions, the museums, and
Great.
started to sort of refresh ourselves on some of the history which you see at school, but at that age you don't really pay attention so much. Good try on the weight again, Mary, not quite here. Possibly would have been beneficial just to be up. I know Connie's got one just behind. But could have landed the shot bowl away. Certainly need to place a bit of weight to remove the 2 if you want any chance of a 4. So Connie's got to be slightly careful, need to get one in. I know it's very difficult and therefore fairly unlikely that the 2 will go. You can't just assume your opposition's not going to get it, don't give them a chance. That's the way, Connie, well played. Another one in there. Do you think there's an outside chance if Mary played a runner and clipped the short one, whether she then come back to the 2?
Not to get the score she wants, I don't think so. She might get the shot.
Yeah.
But to win the set, I think that chance is gone.
Yeah, if it's even possible, it's a very low percentage.
It's a pretty accurate shot. You need to play for that.
Oh yeah, it's one in 100, maybe even more. But I suppose at the end of the day, at this stage, if you're 1, 2 or 3 down, you can gamble if you've got a chance to get 4 to tie a set.
Just go for it. Yeah. Oh, it's slightly wide, is it?
Yeah. So she tried it. I think maybe even more weight needed, but drifted around.
It's surprising how much weight is needed to keep that accurate straight shot, heavy shot.
So another 1 to Malta. So take that set 7-2. So we'll give an update on the other games that are going on at the same time. So we've got Jamaica, Botswana. So as we said, Jamaica took the first set 8-4, and Botswana took the second one. Took the second one. Yes, they have taken the second one. I got myself confused then. 12-1. I was thinking there was an end left still. So that's going to go into a tie break on rink 3. Macau, France. France took the first set 10-2, and they're 5-3 up. A couple of ends left. So Macau's still in there. Still got a chance to stay in the game. And we said the other 2, Jersey, Hong Kong, Japan, and Scotland, defending champion, we've given those. They finished. And New Zealand, Canada. So Canada took the first set 6-5, and New Zealand 4-3 up in this one. So really tight game. 2 ends left on that. So you can see that one going to a tie break as well. So Connie's put this one marginally shorter. that's the beauty of sets. If you've lost the first set, well, put it away, start again. You've got a chance to get back into it. I was speaking to Alan Thornhill, I think it was yesterday, anyway, someday earlier this week, and I said I noted I think it was World Champion of Champions, that it was 3 sets of 5 ends, whereas we reverted back to the 2 sets of 7 ends. So that was that feedback from countries or players.
Yeah. So a survey went out after the last Champion of Champions. So World Bowls has looked at the survey results, and the majority of people wanted it to go back to the 7 ends. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know players were. I call myself a player, even though I'm behind the commentary. Occasionally, I manage to get out there and do something. Players are a sort of a hard bunch to please. It doesn't matter what you play, someone will want the old way or try and make it progressive and try and do a new way. So you're always wrong, doesn't matter.
No, but it's that's the importance of feedback as well, because I suppose in the grand scheme of things we didn't get that much feedback. So it's really important that people give their views and have the chance to comment on sort of on formats.
Yeah, correct. I mean, any constructive feedback is always good.
Definitely.
Sometimes you can't change anything about it, but at least you appreciate what people are thinking.
And there might be reasons, you'll know the reasons why they're thinking that way, sort of, so ask the questions.
Yeah, I know some would, as I say, players are hard to please, but they would want to stick with 21 ends. But that's definitely harder to fit in if you get your final stages on TV, for example.
Yeah.
Unpredictable the length of the games.
Yeah, TV wise, it's 21 ends is just too much. Shot wood coming in, or was it just fell out? I think it's probably fell out. Was it 2?
Still a good wood. So that's got to be 2 to Connie. Whether it's shot or not, it's still a counter.
See if Mary can draw this one in.
Yeah, there's enough room for it.
Yeah.
And just behind there, just that confirmation, you can see the first set went 7-2, so Malta in the red took 1-0 up.
Touched it, but just run through a bit.
Good try, Mary. Not quite though. Still going to be 2-2 Malta. Wait for the official word. Yep, there you go. Officially conceded.
Everyone's been looking at there's lots of photographs being taken of all the players, officials, so all the different countries should be represented in the photograph area as well, so that's been really good.
Yeah, you'll be able to find that on Facebook.
Yes.
There are various feeds that will get you there.
It's been nice to see the school children coming in this morning. They've been all looking from the gallery, sitting up in the gallery and having a watch, so that was good to see.
Yes, I mentioned before that it's good that the Islanders have supported us, and it's been busy down in the stadium. It's as you say, more of them have been upstairs on the balcony, because you get a really good view over the top of the heads, and you can see the other end easier. So not choosing to go down the side of the rinks. Few, but not so many.
It's a good start on that first end again from Connie. It was a toucher. Not too far away.
So Mary just talking to her coach there. Yeah, I presume people have gone upstairs on the balcony to watch because it's a better view rather than because the bar's open.
Yeah, no, definitely the view, I think. Definitely the view. The thing is, you can't see how many people are actually watching because there's sort of a layer down on the ground and one on the balcony, so it'd be interesting to see how many spectators are here, because putting them together, it's a lot.
So that's a good reply from Mary. Whether it's shot or not, it's still in the head. Something good to work off.
It's that much short, and it's holding short.
So it shows just how sensitive those mics are for certain noises. Our cameras are on rink 2, but that's picked up Australia. No, sorry. That's Taylor. That's picked up New Zealand over on rink 6.
Just dropped you slightly short there for Mary on that one.
Yeah, not quite. The marker did say she was holding 1.
Last ball.
Yes, holding 1 still.
So Mary's sticking with that forehand. Well, so close, but don't know if it's quite in.
Hopefully she'll promote with her last word.
That last one in is a measure for 2.
So it's a measure for that second one. So Connie's own might just be blocking the dead draw. So if she's already 1, maybe 2 down, nothing to lose. Just arriving, sit hers up or trail the jack a little bit.
Is she tight? Is she
There you
bounced
go.
off?
She was just arriving. The front one took the weight off. Moved it a bit. Might make 2, I would say. That's certainly a good bowl. Only a bowl tight of her actual target. Does make it difficult for Mary. 3 short bowls. She might be looking to lift those up, but if she does get inside them and catch the shot one onto the jack, yeah, unless she stays in the green, it's all of Connie's woods behind.
It's tricky unless she gets just gets second shot or something to cut there. I can't really see how many she has got, Connie. Okay. 2.
Well, I'm going to go for 2.
Okay. You're probably probably right because you've got more experience on the air.
I've been wrong many times, but I'm just willing to say so. stand one side or the other and be proved wrong many times. Josh has given me a lot of stick for that. But as with everything, if you don't put yourself out there, you don't achieve anything. Eh?
No.
Always. Well, you mentioned before, put yourself out your comfort zone, and that's how you strive to be better.
Yeah.
Same bowls wise, if you just play social bowls but you want to do more, well, you've got to get competitive, get involved. So declared one for short. So I think we're going to have the umpire on here.
Gosh, it looks totally different. I think I'm going to have to tell you you're right.
So the players are entitled to measure. They don't have to, but they are free to measure. If they still don't agree, or it's really tight, then they call the umpire on. And if they don't want to measure anyway in the first place, they call the umpire on. And we did have Hugh Jones just hovering behind. The umpires are very good, the ITOs. They'll keep an eye on what's going on, and possibly before even the players have said it's a measure, you know, they're thinking it, and the fact they're thinking it, he's thinking it as well. So he's wandered over and he's waiting to see if he needs to be called on. So very good umpire in there. Means if he's called on, he's ready, nice and quick, and players can get back playing. So that's 4-0 to Connie. See the score behind them. She's gone a fraction further. So we'll just bring that down a bit. So lovely start again. Foot away, she's put a lot of close bowls. Just not allowing Mary to settle at all.
She's keeping to that same hand and she's consistent.
Oh, good try.
Great effort there.
So very similar bowl to Connie's, but actually just moved the jack and then got stuck on Connie's. So over on rink 1, said it was close and going to a tie break. Well, the tie break went the way of Botswana. So Botswana beat Jamaica. And on rink 3 next door, so France took the first set 10-2 against Macau, and they've just taken the second set 7-4 against Macau. And what did that one finish? Over on rink 6. So Australia won. Australia. I keep saying that. I apologise to both Australia and New Zealand. I don't know which one would be more offended. You take your pick. So New Zealand have taken that second set, which means it's going to a tie break. So we'll keep you updated in a few minutes what the end result of that one was.
That one is about 18 inches short. That one is about 6 inches short.
So Connie holding, I'd say 2 there. keep throwing a bit closer, and probably counting as well. So all the time just making it more difficult for Mary. Backhand, if she draws right onto the jack, she'll be going through Connie's wood, so needs to be a wood or so wide just to sit around Connie's wood.
Slightly wide, I think.
Yeah, well, the line might have been okay, but just drifted a bit too far. Just bring that camera down for you. Yes, you're right. Still a little bit wide. That's a problem when I carry on waffling. That's why up till now we've had the waffler, myself. We've had Josh Bonzel, the mumbler, and we've had the daydreamer, Alan Merrion, doing the cameras so far. Now we've got his daughter doing the camera, so thanks for your help, Emily. It's been good to have you in here for your sessions this week. Tiniest little nod. That's the youth of today. Almost acknowledge you're there. So Mary just had a quick look at the a quick chat with her coach. I was too slow to catch that. You can see what she sees from the head. I think the call is forehand just inside those two bowls. She's got the wood behind, so anything with weight will be useful for her. Just got to hit the head. Well, first part of the prediction was right, forehand with weight.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, well played.
That's a great shot.
Well done, Mary.
So, well, you can see all the bowls up there in the head, so everything behind was USA, so that's 2 to Mary.
She needed those shots to get back in the set.
Yeah, that was do or die. If not, she might have been a few down there. So, close it down to 2-shot deficit after 3 ends.
Be interesting to see where Mary puts the jack on this end. If
Yeah.
she changes it.
I expect to have to move the cameras a bit.
Can't tell if she's moved the mat any. It's quite.
It's maybe slightly further back, but it's very similar.
Going for long, yes.
Well done, Mary. Just being outdrawn on the other ones, so change it up. There's no point playing what your opposition is doing well on.
That's gone right on the tee, is it? Or just slightly short?
Yeah, a foot or so short of the tee,
Yeah.
so near enough a full length.
One red, blue.
Oh, sorry.
Red ball, but blue.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at red ball.
One blue, one blue.
So we mentioned before about feedback from players or officials, you know, about the format, for example. So have you got anything else out about what World Bowls are doing, well, right or wrong? I mean, media-wise, have you?
Media, we're looking to for all the countries what their Facebook pages are, or we've just done a little survey in Europe about who does Instagram, Facebook, well, X it is now, was Twitter.
Yeah.
We did mention TikTok, and so we're just doing a whole sort of social media survey so that we can follow countries' pages and things like that, and whether they've got a website. So hopefully we'll replicate that across all the countries in the world. And also I've just been speaking to Keris of Bowls International, and she's always looking for content from countries, even if it's just a small and a picture, just a small text and a picture, just to keep promoting bowls and getting bowls out there. And yeah, so it's quite a lot happening. It's just that consistency of promoting the game.
Yes, I mean, so as you say, it's consistency. Like us at Guernsey and bowling, I mean, obviously this is a huge event, so our numbers will be up for this event, then back down to, let's call it, normal numbers for any other items that are coming along. But yeah, we've tried to sort of put out consistent YouTube videos, whether it's a highlight or some of the local games or finals or knockouts. So the consistency certainly will help keep your viewers engaged and coming back for more.
Yeah, no, definitely, and regular, put in regular things. It doesn't have to be sort of War and Peace. It can be just regular little items about clubs, countries, and things like that. So.
Yeah. So it's good, it's good to see you're engaging with the stakeholders, that they can put their feedback.
No, it's great to get people's feedback. To be fair, because they're the people that are sort of using it, seeing it every day, and sometimes you get in a tunnel vision. So it's great to have feedback from the different countries, different cultures, different perspective.
So over on rinks 6, they're just shaking hands, and that's so. New Zealand have taken that tie break. So Taylor, I think she's undefeated now. She's in section 4 of the ladies' singles.
Looks totally different from down there, doesn't it?
So even though we changed the length, Connie still found it, still putting the pressure on Mary. So that was Mary's preferred length. Well, I presume Mary's preferred length. Maybe she was happy on the shorter one, but Connie was all over it. So she tried a different length, and Connie still found it. She's playing well. And that's why Connie's top of her group. And that went over on the far side, so Taylor won on a tie break there, but that still keeps her top of her group. Linda will still be second though, from Canada.
Great ball from Mary.
Well played, yep. Wood was fine if she just got the jacker 18 inches. That would have still been 2 shots, which was all good.
That one's falling. I thought it was going to stay on the edge.
No, it just sort of petered and dropped.
That's just a draw from Connie. Any movement's a bonus.
Oh my gosh, she missed one.
Good try, overplayed it very slightly.
One to Mary.
One to Mary.
So I'm presuming we'll go along again, going the other way.
Yep, she's won the end. So once again, ever so slightly off a maximum length.
Slightly tight, isn't it?
Yeah,
Weight's
just
pretty good.
pinched it a bit.
How far through to there? One down. That one's first, it's 4 inches in front of yours, which is second shot.
So you can hear that from the marker.
The ball is about 18 inches from the jack.
So yeah, the marker, Mary asking who's holding and how far away, and so he said Shotwood's 18 inches behind, but it's only one down. Well, Mary was a little bit over, but kind result coming off her own wood.
That one is shot ball, it's jack high.
Yep, as you heard, to make Shotwood. Overplayed it a bit, Connie. So not that I want to wish this event away, because we've still got some really good games to come up, obviously with the knockouts and then the final stages or semi-finals, finals. But what would be next on the calendar then for event-wise?
I don't know.
Well,
You've floored me there on what's next. World Bowls wise, not sure. There's Champion of Champions, but that's not till October, November time.
yeah, that's a bit later on.
Yeah, I know UK, the British Isles, and internationals will be coming up in June. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go and read up,
You'll have to
and check, and tell you tomorrow.
Well, if you trawl your memory banks, you might think of it before we leave. I've put you on the spot, so I know you've been commentating and concentrating on this. So if you ever think,
Yeah, thank you for letting me off.
so I'll just watch Mary's bowl come down, and then you have a think about what's coming up across the board. So just under from Mary.
So on the World Bowls website, they've got various competitions that are being held in various countries across the world. But the main next one for World Bowls is the Champion of Champions in Auckland, New Zealand, which is the end of November, and that's where the winner of the singles competition within each country represents that country in this Champion of Champions event. So there's various other events in Canada, Singapore, USA, African states, and US Open, Oceania Challenge. So they're running sort of between April and November.
So you've got a few events coming
Yeah,
up.
and then the Atlantic Senior Fours, which you mentioned before, are in Cyprus in Paphos, 29th of November. That's 2025. As you can tell, I'm reading this off the screen.
So Connie just spoke to her coach to get a little bit of advice for that one. Some of them are not sure why, what the need has been to speak to the coach. It looks sort of a simple shot or a straightforward shot, but maybe that's just my view. I've always been on my own, never had a coach, so I've just had to make up my own shot and go for it. Other people may say I should have had some coaching, and then I'll play the right shot.
And sometimes it's reassurance that you've got a shot in your head and it's just a backup.
Yes, I'm always one.
So one to Malta then. See if we go shorter.
It's just over a yard.
Okay. And how far in front is mine? You measure. Okay. No, how far in front is mine?
How far
in
is mine?
Have we gone shorter?
Yep, she's definitely gone shorter. Oh, apologies for that.
No,
That's
that's
the
okay.
sound on the camera. So the mat's a couple of yards up.
About
With a bit of home knowledge, you can see a seam about what's that, 18 inches in front of the mat, and you can see the jack right on a seam, so that will be up. Only by, it's probably seam to seam that will be the minimum.
Well done. I thought they were looking at it to just question whether it was up or not. Be interesting to see, yes, how the players have adjusted to the new length.
Yeah, from well, maximum minus a few inches to minimum plus a foot or so.
Both not bad for weight.
Yeah, good adjustment.
This looks a good one. Just running slightly through.
So I'm not sure if I did update you on that score, but Malta taking that puts them 5-3 up in the second end, second set. So close second set. USA still got a chance, but needs to win the set to stay in with a chance of a tie break. A draw is no good. So Malta, you fancy if they take either of the ends, would take the game. USA need to win both, and not just with a one, need a two in there somewhere.
It's great wood.
Oh, that's yeah, fantastic wood. I think that will encourage Mary to be up to it. So a few other games kicking off around the rinks, but all the ones from this session finished, so this is the last game on for this session.
3 inches.
Well played, Mary. I thought she might have a little trundle to turn it back to her other one, but no, she's near enough drawn it. Slight tickle. I don't think Mary will get to the head, so Connie will just have to pause a bit.
Great wood there under pressure then.
So Connie just coming down the backhand. If she can bend a fraction, she can sit the USA ball away, and that's a fantastic ball.
This one is short.
Great shot.
23 for short.
Big decision now for Mary as to what she plays.
Yeah, whatever she's most comfortable. She just needs to win the end. Obviously more than one will be ideal, but one gives her a chance on that final end.
Great effort again.
Fantastic effort there from Mary. Played some good woods there and been so close, but Connie has she's done all game, just been one better.
Still holding one.
So it might even still be three. Yep, 3 from the marker. Nice and clear. So while they set themselves up for the last end, this is the last game of this session, as I say. Well, we'll just pause for a minute, but we'll let you know the scores of the other ones, the other games that are going on as well before we finish off this end. So Mary can't catch Connie now, so that is the that will be the game. This will be the last end, but shots count for positions. If you're tied on wins and sets, then shots count. So they have to finish the ends no matter what the situation is. It'll be different tomorrow if they're a bit below. Because it's a knockout, the shots don't count. It's purely about the sets won or the games won then to progress. So if they can't win, they'll cut the end short, or cut the set short by an end.
Sometimes it's quite nice to look back on your scores and a full match to analyse it yourself to say whether there were any ups and downs. So it's quite nice to have the whole game.
It is, yeah. And this live scoring will still be available after the event, so competitors will be able to do that. We've got, like you see here, quite a lot of coverage. We'll be not in the next few days, still an awful lot to get on, but over the coming days, weeks, we'll try and get some highlights out there, so you can see the best bits of the games that were on the streaming rinks.
Yeah, I think that'll be great to make the most of this competition and span it out over the next coming months and things like that, just to sort of keep people.
Yeah, just remind people of the quality that's out there.
Yeah.
So I'll give a quick update for the other rinks while we're finishing this off. So Mary's got a good one with her first one there and backed it up quite well. So over on rink 1 we've got Isle of Man Namibia in the ladies singles, and Isle of Man are 5-3 up in that first set. Rink 2, rink, I say that's rink 1, that's yeah, it was supposed to be on rink 2, but it's been moved to rink 1 because this game is behind schedule, so they've moved that over. That threw me a bit. So next rink along we have rink 4, which is Sandra Hazel and Marianne Kunze. So Ireland versus Switzerland. Switzerland took the first set at 6-4. Ireland are 6-1 up in this set. There's 3 ends left in that one. On rink 5 we have Wales versus Hungary. Wales took the first at 8-1 and are 3-2 up on this one. And on rink 6, Shannon McElroy from New Zealand is following on from his compatriot from New Zealand, and he's playing Isle of Man, and Clive McGreal from Isle of Man took the first end to be 1-0 up in that one. So Mary's back on it, holding 2.
Sometimes when there's nothing on the sort of end, because Connie's already won, Mary's already lost, sometimes the pressure's difference in pressure.
Yeah.
Maybe, I'm just saying that it might be, might.
Exactly, I mean she's won her game, she's won her her group, so she's guaranteed through as top. So she's just playing for a bit of pride to win the last end. Big discussion with coach. Well, I don't see the issue. It's got to be arriving whatever weight she feels like either hand, and pick the weight. You can either play a few yards to land the bowls and stay. So it could be either hand, whether it's forehand or backhand, because both of the woods are bringing her into the jack, or she can play right through it and take the jack into the ditch, which she's got best back, and if she gets in the ditch, it's difficult for Marianne. If it's going to be respotted, it still leaves Marianne with room for one, but still not that easy. So well played, Connie. She got the kill. We'll see if we can show you that from the other end, see where that jack is. So USA just in there, in the way, which is fine. We'll bring this other camera down. So that shows Marianne's got some room to get in. I say Marianne, I'm moving along to Switzerland there. Mary has room to get in for USA to get this last shot. So just watch this final wood come down. It's a bit heavy.
Staying out or off?
Just wait for the marker on that one. From behind the bank we can't see if it actually went in.
I think the marker's holding two red up.
2 red, yep, so it did go in. So Marianne did have a lot of room, but didn't get in there.
Mary.
Oh,
Even.
I've switched over. So that makes it 10-3 to Connie from Malta. So 2-0, well done. So thanks for joining me, Hazel. It's been good to talk to you.
Thank you very much for asking me. It's been an experience. It's been really positive. Enjoyed it. Thank you.
And for the viewers out there, we'll be setting up for the next session, and we'll be back shortly. Goodbye for now.